happening.
Yeah.
What we're going to do next is
Yes.
I have a list of quotations
Yes.
and Rambabu has them on one page and he's going to share one on the screen. And I'm going to, Rambabu, I'm going to be asking you to call the people because I really
Sure.
am not seeing it all
Sure,
well
sure,
enough.
Sure.
But we must keep our time short because when we have a large group, we must honor that everyone has a chance to speak.
Yeah.
That wants to. I recognize that not everybody wants to. And I hope somewhere along the way you will want to. But even if you're just practicing with your microphone off, what I'm saying, I will say it, you say it. I will repeat it, you repeat it. And start listening to yourself. And then mostly in terms of when you're talking too fast, that's just you. You'll start to remember, oh, Coach Sandra said, slow down. Coach Sandra said, slow down. That's where that awareness comes in. That's your own personal work to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure,
Sandra's on your shoulder. Slow down. Say your words. I'm going, blah, 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 blah. That's not going to work. Sandra says, say your word very clearly and slow down. Okay. And so Rambabu, you have some lights there as well. I don't know how they would work.
Sorry?
You have lights as well if people get too long, or shall I just say ding? Maybe I'll do that instead.
Okay.
I'll do that instead.
And one more, Sandra ma'am, and you please announce the timer, the rules of the timer, and about the 3 colors. You please explain. And already
Yes.
we put over the quotation also. So you please explain before sharing the slide. Please explain the timer. The rules of the timer.
Oh, you want me to explain?
Yeah, please.
See, Rambabu gets talking too fast too, and I'm thinking, what? What? It's a minute here. And we've already agreed that he knows I'm not out to hurt him. So if I say it, it's just because I had no idea what you were talking about. Okay. Fumai will be familiar with this because she is a Toastmaster. I've been a Toastmaster for over 25 years. I've been doing money work for 40 years, and I was a school teacher before that. And so I've done a lot of things. But in Toastmasters, this is where we learn to keep your time short. Say something that you want to say, but you don't get to go on and on and on and on and on. So that's what it's about. We're going to, when I ask you to speak, you're going to have, I'm going to start my stopwatch here. And you'll have 1 minute at the maximum. If you go on for past 1 minute, I'm just going to say, okay, 30 seconds to finish up. Understood? So I'll let you know when 1 minute is up, and then you have 30 seconds to finish your thought and then allow for other people. So Rambabu, can you please put up number 1 quote, whatever that one happens to be?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let me.
So this is going to be shared screen and talking at the same time. A quote is the short word for quotation.
Yeah, please. Here it is.
And here it is. These are all, everyone that we're going to use today is from Brian Tracy. So these are his quotes. And it is not lack of ability and opportunity that holds you back. It is only a lack of confidence in yourself. So I'm going to read a few words and you read them back to me. It is not, everyone say it to yourselves, it is not.
It is not.
Yes, that'll be good, Rambabu, because then I'll hear you, but everybody else is muted and they'll be listening for themselves. It is not.
It is not.
Lack of ability.
Lack of ability.
And opportunity.
And opportunity.
Lack of ability.
Okay. That holds you. It is not lack of ability and opportunity that holds you back. Everyone? It is not
lack of ability and
opportunity that hold you back.
Right. So you see, that was a phrase.
Yes.
Okay, that comes to
Yeah.
the phrase, and after the word back, you see the semicolon. That's where
Yes.
we know we need to take a breath.
Semicolon.
You
Yes.
see the dot with the comma underneath?
Mm.
That's called a semicolon. And that means take a
Semicolon.
breath. That means take a breath.
Yes.
So let's try that again. Listen to me. And then when I go like that, everybody does it. It is not lack of ability and opportunity that holds you back.
It is not
It is
lack
not
of
lack of ability and
that holds you back.
opportunity that holds you back.
Yes.
It
exactly.
is only a lack of confidence in yourself. Let me say it one more
It
time.
is.
Let me say it one more time. Quiet, 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 quiet. My turn. It is only a lack of confidence in yourself. Everyone?
It
is
only
Only a lack of
confidence in yourself.
confidence in yourself.
With hardship.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful.
Brian
What
Tracy.
does that mean? So let's look at that. It is not a lack of ability. Who would like to comment on that for 1 minute?
Yes.
Rambabu,
Yeah,
you somebody.
I would like to invite Fume, please.
1 minute. It is not a lack of ability. Who would like to speak to that for 1 minute?
Okay, so I have to talk about it's not lack of ability, right, Sandra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Only for this sentence only.
Yes,
Or
just
for
for
the-
that part. It is not lack of ability. What's that mean?
Okay. I think some people think they don't have ability, but actually they do have ability, and so they have to try to find out what is their ability and try to use their ability to do things. So that's, I think it is not lack of ability. So should I keep going?
No, no. That's all. So that, I'm going to stop it, was 41 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the most time you're going to get is 1 minute, and then I'm going to interrupt you just so finish up your one sentence. And the reason I'm taking it apart this way is because each of the words needs its own, or each little part of the phrase needs its own time, so that you really appreciate what is Brian Tracy saying. And this takes it apart and it gives you a phrase. So this next one, we're going to have somebody else. I'm going to reset that to start over again. And I'm going to put it this way. It is not lack of opportunity. That's really what the next thing is, because it's saying of ability and opportunity. So I'm going to ask someone to speak, or Rambabu is, for 1 minute. What does it mean? It is not lack of opportunity. Who would like to go on that one?
Yes. Yeah, shall we call?
Someone, yep.
Yeah.
Can I go?
think, yeah, Ayub, sir, you please. Ayub, sir.
It's not. Can I talk?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Who's this?
Yeah, Nilu.
Neelu. Yeah, please.
Yeah, yeah. This, hello everybody. It's not the lack of ability and opportunity that holds back. It's only a lack of confidence in yourself.
Beautifully said.
These
Now,
days-
what you're talking about is the lack of, it's not a lack of opportunity. That's, see, we have to listen to the part that I'm asking for. So you did the quotation beautifully, but what you're going to talk about, it is not lack of opportunity. You're on.
Yeah, but these days we have got so much knowledge through the technology, through the TV, through the news, everything. But we get scared. We are lack of confidence because we get the opportunity, but what holds us back, that is our sometimes low self-esteem and less confidence. So how we can win this, we have to come forward. We should, like you are giving the professional help, we should take the professional help, and slowly, slowly we should practice also. Practice, the saying goes that practice makes a man perfect. So when we will practice, slowly, slowly we will get the confidence, and one day we will be able to speak. That we have to come forward. We have to collect the courage. We have to see how we can progress, I mean. So that's why we have got many opportunity, but we are ourselves only making back, I mean, We are to be blamed, nobody else, I mean. So slowly, we should come up and we should take the professional help. Like you are giving the lesson is very good, but one day I'm sure we will be able to overcome.
All right.
Just we have
And
to
that's 1 minute.
overcome.
So you can have 30 seconds
Thank
to
you.
wind up.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I'm trying to tell you, we have to make an effort. I mean, that is in the sum up. I will say that only. We should take the step. We should take the first step. Then gradually we will win on this. I mean, and we will gain the confidence. Thank you.
And stop there. Wonderful. That was 1 minute and 30 seconds. What's really important with having the timing is that you start to have a sense of when are you hogging the conversation? When are you taking too much conversation time? When you look at the number of people. And the other thing that's really important with being timed is can you say something important and of value in a limited time? Winston Churchill, I do believe it was, and you may be familiar with him, I would think, from India anyhow. Winston Churchill was a political leader in England during the Second World War. And he said, if I have an hour to talk, if somebody comes and says, oh, come and talk to us, you'll have an hour. I don't even have to plan. I'll just get up and talk. But if I have 5 minutes, I will spend hours and hours planning how am I going to say what I want for impact in that 5 minutes? That's when it gets really important. Can you say something of value in the limited time? And so whatever that time is, I had conferences that I was running at one time. And I would say, look, you have 20 minutes and then the next speaker needs their time. Well, it would take them 10 minutes thinking they were going to be funny. And then they would eventually get into their talk. And then they would say, I would say, your time, oh, I've just started. I said, no, you have not just started. Off you go. Get off the stage. I didn't say it that way, but that's what I had to do. I had to learn how to do that positively and with compassion. So I would say, look, your time is up. You've got 5 minutes to finish. That's it. And so I could get the conference back on time. But that is robbing from other people, and that's not good. So if we can have that quote just for one last time, we'll all read it together one more time, and then we'll move to another quote.
Yes.
Have you got it there, Rambabu?
Yeah. And shall we move on to the next one?
No, give me the same one just to give me the same one just to finish.
Yeah, just I have dropped down. Just let me again. Let me again.
All right.
Yes.
One more time.
Yeah, please. Here it is. The same.
Yes. I'm going to read it so you hear the music of it and the phrasing of it, and then everybody read it back. And I do believe that Rambabu will be sharing these out with you anyhow, or there's recording, like, yes, I see his recording. So you'll have a chance to look at it on your own. And you see the little timers up there. The green light goes on at 1 minute and the yellow was a caution light, 1 minute and 15 seconds and 1 minute and 30 seconds. Stop it. So you can have a little sense of time you can try on your own at home when you want to speak about it. So I'm going to read the phrase and then everybody read it back and we'll go on to the next one. It is not lack of ability and opportunity that holds you back. Everyone?
It's not lack of ability.
It is not lack of ability and opportunity that holds you back.
It is only a lack of confidence in yourself. Everyone?
It is only a
lack of confidence in yourself.
Only a lack of confidence in yourself.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Lucy.
Everyone, a round of applause. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. Next one, Rambabu.
Okay, next one. And see,
Yes.
before moving on to the next one, see, and likewise, we conduct weekly 3 sessions. You please listen to me carefully. Please listen to me carefully. Yeah, I think many new faces are here. And likewise, we conduct 3 sessions every week, every Tuesday, a formal session for all levels of learners. Every Thursday, we teach grammar for 2 hours. Every Sunday, we'll have an advanced meeting mostly with the native speakers like Coach Sandra. So, and like this, we are conducting every week, and by end of this month, and this third schedule is going to finish, and coming fourth schedule, we are going to announce this fourth week of this month for another 3 months, May, June, and July. So in fourth schedule also, we'll have more 13 Sundays, or it means 13 advanced meetings, and among 13 we'll have 2 more meetings with Coach Sandra and with different people, and here many well-experienced teachers are there. So if you want to follow us, and I'm dropping down all this platform links, and if you have interest, if you wish to join your hands with us, you may join your hands with us by clicking all the links. And I already dropped all the links, the chat box. And one more important thing, this meeting we are recording. The same meeting we'll edit and upload in our YouTube channel, and you may watch again and again if you wish. So these 2 things we are providing. So thank you for listening patiently. Shall we move on the second, Sandra? Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, and sorry, I'm not following your instruction. I'm talking very fast. Sorry. Yeah,
is anybody having fun yet?
Yes.
Let me know if you're having fun. Is this good?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, and Coach Sandra on my shoulder, I'm slowing down. Yes, I'm slowing down. Yes, and this is
Give us a quote.
Yeah,
Give us a quote there, Rambabu.
Yes, second quote. Here it is, the quote number 2. Yes, please.
There are no limits. There are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking. I'm going to read it one more time, and you follow as it has the music or the flow to it. There are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking. And you'll notice as I'm reading it, I'm interpreting it for what it means for me. That's what it's about. You don't just read it just because it's a sentence on the page. Right? We can have change because of powerful quotations. In short, that would be quotes, because I know Rambabu said, no, you mean quotations. Yeah, well, they are quotations, but in English, we would say there's the quote. If I were using this in a speech, I would say, Brian Tracy says, quote, there are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking, end quote. That's how that would go. Because we never use someone else's information without acknowledging where it came from, if we know where it came from. I didn't make this up. Brian Tracy, this is in his work. So I give him the acknowledgement by saying, Brian Tracy said, or I could say, quote, there are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking, end quote, Brian Tracy. Okay, so that's how you would give credit. So let's go with this one. I think this one doesn't have as many difficult words. I'm going to read it. You're going to say it back. There are no limits.
There are no limits
To what you can accomplish.
to what you can accomplish.
To what you can accomplish.
Beautiful. I mean, let me hear a few more people. Accomplish. That's very nicely done.
Accomplish.
Accomplish.
Accomplish. You see,
Accomplish.
yeah, there's a lovely word. You see, accomplish is written A-C-C-O-M-P-L-I-S-H.
Accomplish.
ISH is always going to be ish. And when you want to say, how do I break that word up? You would break it up between the 2 C's that come together. When you have 2 consonants that come together, that shows you that's where the syllable is going to be.
There are no limits to what you can accomplish.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Okay, I'm doing it. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. And I want the same emphasis. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. Let me hear you.
There are no
limits
to what you can
What you can accomplish.
Doesn't that feel beautiful? Just even having the emphasis in the right places.
accomplish.
I mean, it gives me goosebumps because we humans keep beating ourselves up and saying, oh, what have I got to offer? Oh no, I'm not as smart as that one. Oh no, I don't know that. I have a lot of stuff I don't know, but what I know gives me pleasure. So there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Let me hear that. There, everyone?
There
There
are
are
no
no
limits
limits
to
to
what
what
you
you
can
can
accomplish.
accomplish.
Right. And so when you change the emphasis on you, if you just say it, there are no limits to what you can accomplish, that's kind of talking almost to ourselves. But if now you want to inspire someone else, you might change the emphasis to there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Let's try that one. There are no limits to what you
There are
can
no
accomplish.
limits.
There are no
There are
limits to
no
what
limits.
you
No limits to what you can accomplish.
Yes, see
can
how the
accomplish.
change?
Yeah.
See how that changed the whole thing over from being about me and myself or me preaching. There's no limits to what you can accomplish. Like, you know, I could shame you and so on, or I could just say it as there's no limits to what you can accomplish, but it doesn't inspire. But if I'm saying it even to myself when I'm in doubt, I'll say, okay, Sandra, there are absolutely no limits to what I can accomplish. You see, I would change it if I'm talking to myself. And there's no limits to what you can accomplish. You see the difference in vocal variety brings all new meanings out of a quotation. Except the limits you place on your own thinking. What's that mean? It means we create out of our thinking. Right? We create. There's no limits to what you can accomplish, except if you decide to put the limits on, and you put the limits on out of your own thinking. I think I can't do it, therefore I can't do it. So there I'm going to go home and pout. And in that going home to pout, I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to practice. I'm not even going to try. Aha, change my thinking. Rambabu asked me to come and be a guest teacher. And I watched a couple classes and I thought, well, I don't know how this is going to go because my style is quite different. And I don't expect anyone to teach the way I teach. But I don't have to be teaching the way everybody else teaches. So there are no limits to what I can accomplish. Here I am in Canada, mentoring in India. Can you believe that? Right. You see, so the amazement starts to come because I did not limit my thinking when Rambabu insisted on connecting. Because I said, well, who are you and why do you want to connect? Because we get a lot of, in North America, we get a lot of scam stuff from Africa and India, and we don't know the world, so we have to be careful. And I'm sure you get the same thing from yours. I just don't know which countries you have to watch for because they have reputations with call centers or whatever. So we all go through the world carefully. And I could have said, I'm not getting my internet mixed up in India and Asia and all that part of the world I don't recognize very well. No, I'm not going to do that. I would be placing myself through my thinking into a limit. Right? But I don't want to do that. I love to be out in the world. So I did my communication with Rambu privately first and recognized he's a man of his heart. And we connected. So that's how that works. So let's hear this one more time. There are no limits to what you can accomplish, everyone.
There are no limits to
There are no limits.
There are no limits to what you can accomplish.
Except, let me hear except.
Except.
See how beautiful that word is all by itself? It stops everybody, except, what are we going to hear next? Except the limits. Except the limits. Let me hear that. Except the limits.
Except the limits.
You place on your own thinking.
You place on your own thinking.
You place on your own
wow,
thinking.
I love even the way you're saying saying it, you're putting your passion in, you're putting meaning into it, and that's all being done by vocal variety is what we would call. If you had somebody that was really hurting, if you had somebody that was just really in a depression and thinking how stupid they are and how they can't do anything, you would say, Rambabu, there are no limits. There are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking. Shall we look at what your thinking is? Right? And that's how you would do it. So the vocal variety gives us context. It teaches us, and who are we speaking to, and what's the circumstances, and how is it going to be appropriate. So let's go to the next one, and I won't talk so much.
Yes, thank you. And
next one, Rambabu.
Yeah, please, next one. So
hello.
Yes, here is the next one, and I'm going to share the next one. Just a moment. Yeah, here it is.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Oh, I love this one too. I love all of these. That's why I picked them out. We have 12 of them here you can study, but we won't get through 12, I'm sure, because of the time. But yeah. Here you go. I'm going to read it, and you're going to say it back to me. Your most valuable asset. Everyone?
Your most valuable
asset.
All right. Asset, it's something that you possess. Asset. Valuable. Let me hear that. Valuable. Good. My turn. Your most valuable asset. Everyone?
Your most valuable asset.
Can be your willingness. Everyone?
Can be your
willingness.
Willingness. Hear that?
Willingness.
Isn't it beautiful when you give all of the syllables of the word their own time? Instead of saying, like if you're going too fast and adding in your accent, I'm going to get your most valuable asset can be willingness to persist longer than anyone else. Did you get anything? Give it all its own time. To persist longer than anyone else. Everyone? To persist. Everyone?
Longer than anyone else.
To persist longer than anyone else.
To persist longer than anyone else.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to have half the phrase, and you're going to give it back. Your most valuable asset can be your willingness. Everyone?
Most valuable asset can be your
willingness.
My turn. To persist longer than anyone else.
To persist longer than anyone else.
Isn't that beautiful? Yes. I think somebody might like to speak to this, Rambabu. You want to find out somebody puts up their hand and wants to speak to this? I'll put the timer on.
Definitely. And here, the second time I'm calling an English answer, you please. English answer, can you hear me? From Sri Lanka, English answer. Hello, English answer. Okay, no. I think I'd like to call one more. And again, Dinesh. Hello, Dinesh. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please. And here is the quote. And you please comment on it.
I'll read it. Yeah, your most valuable asset can be your willingness to persist longer than anyone else. What do you have to say about that, Dinesh?
I just recently joined this meeting.
Oh, okay. We need somebody else then.
Yes. And Manu. No, I think all are in mute mode. I think English Asan sir, I think he's in another class. Dilyara ma'am, you please. Dilyara from Tajikistan. Okay, it is better to invite voluntarily, Coach Sandra. I think it's most better.
Yes.
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 But you'll see who it is. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think
somebody
here,
unmute yourself and speak up.
Yeah. Adabimpe Tunde, you please.
Yes, 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 I'm here.
Yeah, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can, please.
Okay, I actually don't have much to say. The quote says, your most valuable asset can be your willingness to persist longer than anyone else. I think sometimes you may find yourself in situations that no one is around you to give you motivation. So your willingness to persist, to keep pushing, to keep pursuing the thing that you are pursuing is the only asset that you have at that moment. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Beautifully done. Thank you. Okay, new quote.
Welcome.
New quote.
Yes. Okay. And here it is another quote, and quote number 4. And that is, yeah, here it is. Please.
Life is too short to waste a minute of it doing a job you do not like or care about. We don't have a lot of words to work on here, so I'm going to read it one more time and all of us read it together. Life is too short to waste a minute of it. You on?
Life is too short to waste a
minute of it.
A minute of it.
Doing a job you do not like or care about.
Doing a job you do not like or care about.
Now, is there somebody who would like to speak to that? Because those words are all pretty straight and simple. Life is too short to waste a minute of it doing a job you do not like or care about. Who would like to speak to that? Anyone?
Neelu ma'am?
If not, we'll go to the next quote.
Yeah, I think Danu ma'am or Neelu ma'am. Danu ma'am? No. Yeah, Neelu ma'am?
Yes, I can talk. Yeah.
Yeah, please, please.
Yeah, life is too short to waste a minute of it doing a job you do not like or care about. You know, sometimes we realize that life is very, very short for everybody. So we cannot do everything, but still whatever we want to do, we should do, because we might not get the, again, opportunity. So never think anything is small or anything is waste of time. No, every art, everything is very valuable in our life. So we have to take care of everything, whether it's small or big, whether we like it or no, but we should do, I mean, try to do, because you never know get the chance to do, or you might not. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that we should be ready, whether it's a small job, because every job has got dignity, whether it's a small or big, but we should always try to do. We might not get the chance again to do. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. That was 54 seconds.
Yes.
I can go more?
No, that's fine. It was really lovely done. I think it's just important to let you know how long it was, because then you know a sense of the timing of what time you're taking. That's all.
But we
already.
But we should pin the time, because I could see the timing. I could have gone longer.
Yes, you could have. Everybody can go.
No, we should pin the timer.
Yes, because I don't know where the timer is. I'm just doing it on my cell phone here.
Because we cannot see the cards. I mean, when we are talking.
Yeah, definitely.
So you would like me to tell you, you can go for a little longer then, right?
Am I clear what I'm saying?
Yeah, your voice is breaking, ma'am. Your voice is breaking. That's the problem.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, Neelu, Yeah, your voice is breaking. Yeah, please, Sandra, ma'am, you please go ahead.
I didn't understand you, Rambabu.
Yeah, you
No.
please move on.
Another quotation?
Yeah, please, definitely.
All right.
Yes, I'm going to share another quotation.
Yes.
That quotation number 5, and here it is now. Yes.
Self-confidence requires having the courage to live your life in your own way. Self-confidence requires having the courage to live your life in your own way. Everyone, self-confidence
Self-confidence
requires having the courage yes, the strong sound is on courage to live your life in your own way. Right. I'll start. Self-confidence requires having the courage. Self-confidence requires having the courage. Go, everyone.
Self-confidence requires having the courage
to live your life in your own way.
to live your life in your own way.
Yeah. Self-confidence requires having the courage to live your life in your own way. Everyone?
Self-confidence requires having the courage to live your life in your own way.
In your own way.
Beautiful.
Still.
Your own way. So who would like to speak to that? Anyone ready to speak to that? Just unmute yourself and say, I would like to do it.
Yeah, Devi. Yeah, DEWI. Sorry if I have mispronounced. Or 𝐼𝐼𝐾. Yeah, 𝐼𝐼𝐾 or Devi.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes, I want to try about this quotation. Self-confidence requires having the courage to live your life in your own way.
Yeah,
so every people should have self-confidence to have the courage to live in their life, so they can live their life in their own way without any forced by others, because we as a human should have our own way, not pushed by any forced by others. So we can live with our own way. So we can live our own way. Sorry, I don't really.
You're doing it well.
Ideas.
So it takes courage. Where does the courage come from?
The courage come from ourselves, or we can get it from others, like motivation, books, or from others. Yeah, we can get the courage from learning it.
Mm-hmm. So that is confidence in ourselves. That's what it means. Self-confidence.
Yeah.
Self-confidence is having confidence in ourselves. Thank you. That's whoops, stop one. That was 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Hi, Rambabu sir.
Yeah, we have called you, sir, but you haven't.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I was going to call that time. The session has really been going well.
Yeah.
And I should appreciate Coach Sandra has been doing a great job.
I've been watching the number of participants go up and down. We were at 32 and now we're at 19. And I'm thinking, maybe I'm doing wrong way.
No, it is not at all, but that's the nature of this kind of meetings. So yeah, it
Okay.
happens.
I know Ayub had to go and look after the baby. He has a little baby there, so he was crying. See? So that's what I was hoping, that just people had to go and they're going to see the rest of the video later if it's of value.
Yeah, that's kind of a noble task that he is doing, Rambabu sir, and he edits it, and yeah, he does the rest of the good things for the participants to get benefit from this. And it's been really a wonderful lesson. Great job. And the melodious way of talking English has really been great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, great job. That's a great move. Actually, our people, especially people from the South Asia, like us, we really need this kind of coaching.
Exactly, sir, exactly.
Yeah, so that's really wonderful. And Coach Sandra, if you could do a bit of linking the speech, that would definitely be help our people get better.
If I did which?
Linking the speech. I mean, natural linking. Yeah.
So you're liking what I'm doing? Am I doing it right?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It is absolutely what you're doing is perfect. It's really wonderful. I can't say perfect, but I could say wonderful. But so I'm not qualified to say that anyway. So it is wonderful. Our people would definitely be benefited from this. And Rambabu sir,
yeah,
could you please display the final slide, please?
Yeah. Do you want final slide? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah,
the last one.
Definitely. Yeah, let me please.
Okay, let's do another one.
I couldn't see that because I just came to this.
Yeah,
meeting.
again, sir. Here it is. You please.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could hear some of the slides are okay. Wow, wonderful. Yes. Oh, it's very nicely prepared, isn't it?
All right, a new one. Let's get a new one, Rambabu.
Yeah,
I think we'll do one more quotation and then we'll go on to Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yeah. Okay,
Perfect.
definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, shall we go with the new one, Asim sir?
Your new quotation?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll,
yeah, please.
Yeah.
Let me give me a moment, and I'll. Yeah, just a minute. And really, these quotations are really wonderful, Sandra ma'am. Yes, here.
Okay,
yeah, here it is one more, a new one.
All right, average people have wishes and
really,
hopes.
I love it.
Average people have wishes and hopes. Confident people have goals and plans. This is powerful. This is very powerful. Average people. I sometimes call people, I used to say The Walking Dead, but now they have a show on television that they call The Walking Dead. And I guess really it's because you kind of walk through life with no particular aim, just wasting your time. I mean, we've got one life, we want to live it. So a lot of people that become average just give up on really living. And that is such a shame. So they go through life. I have people come with my financial and they say, oh, I can't wait to retire. I've got 2 years, 5 months, 3 weeks, and 22 hours, and I can tell them what to do with the job and I can leave. And I'm thinking, what a waste. What about living today? What in case you're dead in a minute? You're going to wait to retire in 2 years, 5 months, blah, blah, blah. Like, what is that? I want to live every moment. So average people waste their lives having wishes and hopes. Oh, I wish I could do that, or I hope to do that someday. I go to prison. I volunteer in prison with the prisoners, the inmates. I've been doing it for 15 years. And I would so often hear, I do Toastmasters there and Alternatives to Violence, but I would so often hear an inmate who's in prison, well, they've got 5 years to go maybe. When I get out, I said, look, I can be killed with a Big Mac truck driving home. I might be dead today. Do you think I'm going to wait till I'm out of something or someplace or something happens so then I can start to be happy and do what I want to do? No, now. Bloom, you know, a flower will bloom, and it won't matter where that flower is planted. The little flower will come out and say, I'm here, I'm here. Look at me, aren't I pretty? Make a smile. That's what a flower will do. Does it wait 2 years to say, oh, well, then they'll come and put some good, healthy soil on me?
Yeah.
And maybe they'll poke around. No, the flower says, I'm ready, I'm bursting, and up I come, and here I bloom, right here where I'm planted. And that's what I tell the inmates at prison. I say, bloom where you are planted. Do what it is you want to do now. So when you do get out, you will already be doing what you want to do. You're living your life today. You could be having a heart attack right there while I look at you. We've got just this moment right now. So self-confidence really requires stepping up to the plate, right?
Yes.
And the,
Yeah.
I didn't even get writing down that last other one. Average people, yeah, there it is there. Average people have wishes and hopes.
Yes.
Confident people say, yeah, I want to live now because tomorrow may not happen. I might be gone.
Exactly.
And if that's the case, I better make my goals and have my plans. And they don't have to be fancy. Rambabu said, oh, Sandra, would you come and teach us one day? I didn't understand why he was so excited. Now I'm realizing I'm the first English-speaking native
Exactly.
teacher. And so now I get it. Because you have a wonderful platform here. And I want to travel. I always like to travel. So here I am in India today. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a wonderful way.
Yes.
So average people have wishes. So do you want to be average or do you want to be confident? And you choose. It's only a choice. Let me hear everybody say, I choose to be confident. Everyone? I choose
to be confident.
Yes.
I choose to live today. Everyone?
I
I
choose
choose to live
today.
today.
I choose to live today. One more time. I
I choose to live today.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's really what it's about. So you're not average anymore.
Yeah.
I choose to live today is not average.
Yeah. Today onwards, we are so confident to complete
Yes.
all our plans. Yes, to reach our destinies.